I'm trying to earn the right to call myself A. When I met ASAP, like I've said in the interviews, this guy right here just right off the bat did one of the kindest things anybody's ever done. Like came to check me, brought me a bottle of Chris. I'm honored this man accepted. I'm just happy to be here, and I'm honored to be here, man.
I think from a man perspective, I'm being 100, that move like a female. Like, that's it. That's just my opinion. I take it or leave it. It's my 2 cents. I thought we was friends too. I don't know why. I'm assuming it's over female. That's all jokes aside. I thought we was friends too. Last I checked. Next thing I know, it's throwing shots from like 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. Throwing shots. Everybody like, yo, this shit corny. What we talking about? Be happy for.
Drake is back in the spotlight again, and people are once again talking about his longtime focus on Rihanna. This time, the conversation is taking another unexpected turn because Sexyy Red, who was seen spending time with Drake not that long ago, is now sharing claims that have everyone paying attention. Her comments have sparked a fresh wave of online debate, and fans can't stop trying to figure out what is really happening behind the scenes. According to Sexyy, Drake has been quietly working against Rihanna's public image for a while. She claims that he has been encouraging online conversations that paint A$AP Rocky in a negative light, with stories suggesting he hasn't been the best partner. Because of that, many people believe the recent flood of headlines and social media posts about A$AP Rocky and Rihanna didn't just appear out of nowhere. Whether those claims are true or not, the timing has definitely caught people's attention, and it has fueled even more speculation across the internet. What makes this situation even more surprising is that Sexyy Red was one of the few people who continued showing support for Drake when many others were criticizing him. That's why so many fans were caught off guard after hearing her speak out. When someone who seemed to be in your corner suddenly starts making claims like these, people naturally begin asking questions and wondering what may have changed behind the scenes. As for Drake taking subtle shots at Rihanna, that's nothing new to longtime fans. People have been pointing out moments for years that they believe were aimed in her direction. Whether it was through lyrics, interviews, or online conversations, many listeners have felt there has always been some unfinished business between them. Now, with these new claims making the rounds, the entire story has people watching even more closely to see what happens next. What makes this whole story even more complicated is that Drake and A$AP Rocky were reportedly on good terms before Rocky and Rihanna became a couple. Ever since that relationship became public, fans have constantly pointed out moments they believe hinted lingering tension between the two artists. Whether it's a coincidence or something more, people have continued connecting the dots, and the speculation just keeps growing. Over the years, Drake has released several songs that many listeners believe contain subtle references to both Rihanna and A$AP Rocky. Fans have spent countless hours breaking down lyrics, searching for hidden meanings, and debating whether certain lines were meant as personal messages. Every new release seems to restart the conversation, with social media quickly filling up with theories and reactions from both sides of the fan base. One example that often comes up is fear of heights, where many listeners felt Drake was trying to show that he had moved on, while also including a remark that some interpreted as a dig at a past relationship. Rather than letting the rumors fade away, that lyric only encouraged even more discussion online, with fans arguing over what he really meant and who the words were directed toward. Another track that sparked major conversation was Another Late Night, where Drake rapped, "I ain't pretty Flacco, bitch, this is Get Really Rocky." That line immediately caught everyone's attention because many fans believed it was a direct reference to A$AP Rocky.
You didn't feel any way about his past. I don't care about nobody that predates me. Like, nobody. That was before me. What the fuck I'm gonna do? Go back in the hands of time and rewrite history? Be too insecure and dwelling on stupid shit that got to do with me. That's crazy. If that's the case, it'll be like, I don't want her mad at the whole world. If she like what we.
Whether that was actually the intention or not, people were quick to debate it, and the internet wasted no time turning it into another trending topic. That's exactly why so many people continue asking the same question. If all of this is truly in the past, why do fans keep finding lyrics they believe connect back to Rihanna and A$AP Rocky? Right or wrong, those repeated comparisons have kept the conversation alive for years, and every new song seems to bring the rumors right back into the spotlight. Seriously, at some point, people started wondering if Drake was ever going to move on. One moment that fans still bring up happened during the VMAs, when an interaction between Drake and Rihanna quickly became one of the night's biggest talking points. Many viewers felt the moment looked awkward, and before long, clips were spreading everywhere online. Even years later, people still mention it whenever conversations about their history come up. Not long after that, rumors started flying that things had changed between them. Around 2017, reports claimed Rihanna decided to give the relationship a real chance. Fans were excited because many had followed their story for years, hoping they would finally make things work. The internet was full of reactions, with people wondering if this was the fresh start everyone had been waiting for. According to long-running rumors, the two spent some time together and even got matching tattoos, making it seem like they were building something serious. But things reportedly didn't last very long. After only a few months, the relationship appeared to come to an end, leaving fans surprised and searching for answers. As always, speculation took over social media, with countless theories about what might have happened behind the scenes. Eventually, Rihanna spoke publicly about where things stood between them, making it clear that their relationship had changed. She said, "We don't have a friendship now, but we are not enemies either. It is what it is." That simple statement spoke volumes, and fans immediately began analyzing every word. While she didn't go into detail about what led to that point, many people felt it showed they had both decided to move in different directions. Even though the full story was never confirmed, that didn't stop the internet from forming opinions. Many fans sided with Rihanna, while others argued there was probably much more to the situation than the public ever saw. Since neither of them shared every detail, the real reasons remain private. Still, the history between them has continued to spark conversations, and every new headline seems to bring those old rumors right back into the spotlight once again. A lot of fans also point to something else when talking about Rihanna's past relationships. Over the years, she's shown that every situation is different, and she's made her own decisions about who she keeps in her life and who she leaves in the past. That's why so many people were surprised that despite all the history between them, they never seemed to find their way back to the close friendship they once had. To many fans, that spoke louder than any rumor ever could.
Then another wave of conversation started after Drake released Fang Fans on his 2021 album Certified Lover Boy. As soon as people heard the lyrics, social media lit up with theories that the song might have been inspired by his relationship with Rihanna. While Drake never directly confirmed who the song was about, listeners immediately began connecting it to their history and breaking down every line for possible clues. In the track, Drake raps, "I'm so sorry for letting you down. You said I was fanging up when I was out here fanging fans. Damn, and it made you look crazy." Those lyrics quickly became one of the biggest talking points surrounding the album. Many fans interpreted them as a reference to a past relationship, while others believed people were reading too much into the song. As with so many celebrity lyrics, the debate took on a life of its own. That led people to ask an obvious question. If Drake spent years expressing how much Rihanna meant to him, why would fans think things fell apart once they finally had a chance to be together? Whether those interpretations are accurate or not, the contrast is exactly what kept people talking. Every new discussion seemed to bring up the same timeline all over again. Meanwhile, Rihanna has stayed focused on her own path. She's continued growing her businesses, spending time with her family, and keeping a relatively low profile when it comes to old relationship rumors. Drake's personal life, on the other hand, continues to generate headlines and online speculation, making it seem like the conversation around his past relationships never really disappears. That's one reason fans keep revisiting this story whenever either of them makes news. Drake's dating life has been a constant topic of conversation for years, with fans closely following every new rumor and headline. Over time, there have been plenty of reports linking him to different women, but many of those stories never seem to lead anywhere long-term. That history has only added to the public fascination with his relationships, and every new claim quickly becomes another trending discussion online. A few months ago, another story spread across social media, claiming that Drake had allegedly proposed to dozens of women over the years and had been turned down each time. The rumor grabbed everyone's attention almost instantly, with people debating whether it was true or wildly exaggerated. The number being shared online made the story even more unbelievable, and before long, it had become one of the internet's favorite topics to joke about. Adding even more attention to the situation, Drake revealed a large diamond necklace that he said represented engagement rings connected to relationships that never reached the wedding stage. The piece quickly became a viral conversation, with fans offering all kinds of opinions about what it symbolized. Some thought it was a creative way to tell a story, while others couldn't resist making jokes and turned it into memes that spread across every.
When I Ain't Had Nobody was Drake. I'm talking about Drake was the first person to put on, like, before anybody. He didn't want to sign me.
Yeah.
He didn't want to, it was like, yo, that's raw talent.
But if there's one thing longtime fans know about Rihanna, it's that she doesn't usually rush to respond to online chatter. Instead, she tends to stay focused on her own projects and let the conversation play out. However, when she does decide to say something, people pay attention, because her comments often make a huge impact and quickly become headlines all on their own. After fans believed Drake had been sending subtle messages her way, Rihanna reportedly shared a brief post on Instagram before removing it. The post read, "None of my exes are married or in happy relationships, so it's safe to say that I wasn't a problem. Lol." Whether people saw it before it disappeared or only heard about it afterward, the quote spread across social media in no time. Fans immediately began debating who it was aimed at, while others simply admired the confident response and the way it instantly got everyone talking again. If Drake had truly moved on from Rihanna, many fans wonder why people continue finding lyrics and moments that they believe reference her years later. Whether those interpretations are accurate or not, the conversation never seems to fade. Every new release brings another round of theories, reaction videos, and debates, keeping their past connection in the spotlight long after many expected the story to be over. Even before Sexyy Red's recent claims about Drake allegedly working against Rihanna behind the scenes, some fans already believed there had been ongoing tension. Those opinions weren't based on one single moment, but on years of public interviews, song lyrics, and online discussions that people have pieced together. As always, it's important to remember that much of this remains speculation, even if the internet treats it like established fact. The discussion became even louder after Kendrick Lamar released Meet the Grams. In the song, Kendrick made several sharp criticisms of Drake, including comments about how he viewed and portrayed black women, as well as the kinds of people he chose to keep around him professionally. The lyrics immediately became one of the most talked about parts of the ongoing rap rivalry, with fans and commentators analyzing every line from different angles. Those lyrics sparked countless conversations online. Some listeners felt Kendrick was raising serious questions about Drake's public image, while others argued the lyrics were simply part of an intense rap battle where artists often make bold claims to challenge one another. As with many high-profile music feuds, people quickly split into different camps, each defending their favorite artist and debating what should or shouldn't be taken literally. Because of that history, when Sexyy Red's comments began circulating, many people online said they weren't completely surprised to see more rumors surface. Whether those claims hold up or not, the timing added another layer to an already heated conversation, and it kept fans watching closely to see if either side would respond with more music or public statements. If Drake has truly moved on from Rihanna, many fans wonder why people still connect some of his lyrics to her years later. Whether those theories are accurate or not, they continue showing up every time he releases new music. The conversation just never seems to disappear, and that's why the rumors keep making headlines. Even before Sexyy Red's recent claims about Drake allegedly working against Rihanna behind the scenes, plenty of people online believed there had been tension for a long time. Those opinions came from years of interviews, song lyrics, and fan discussions. Of course, much of this is still speculation, but it has kept fans talking for years. The debate became even bigger after Kendrick Lamar released Meet the Grams. In the track, Kendrick criticized Drake's public image and questioned some of the people connected to his circle. He also made comments about Drake's relationships and how he presents himself. The song immediately became one of the biggest talking points in their rap rivalry, with fans breaking down every lyric and arguing over what was fact, opinion, or simply battle rap exaggeration. Because of that history, when Sexyy Red's comments started spreading online, some fans said the claims fit the narrative they already believed. Others pushed back, saying there isn't enough public evidence to support those conclusions. Either way, the timing added even more attention to an already massive story, and the online debate only grew louder.
The discussion didn't stop there. Another public figure also spoke out after feeling that her personal experience was being brought into the conversation in a way she didn't appreciate. She made it clear that her past should not be used to gain attention or score points during rap feuds. In a social media post, she wrote, "Stop using my for clout behind men. Since when the F is it cool to joke about women getting shot? You guys, especially rap guys, are lame. Ready to boycott about shoes and clothes, but dogpile on a black woman when she says one of y'all homeboys mistreated her." Her comments quickly spread online, with many people supporting her message and calling for more respect in these discussions. Then fans brought up another moment involving Serena Williams. Serena is rarely involved in music industry drama, so people were surprised when listeners believed Drake referenced her family in one of his songs. The lyric quickly became another topic of debate across social media. On Middle of the Ocean, Drake rapped, "Sidebar, Serena, your husband a groupie. He claims we don't got a problem, but no, boo, it's like you're coming in for sushi." Those lines immediately caught attention, and fans began debating whether the reference was necessary or simply another example of Drake addressing people from his past through his music. As expected, reactions were split, and the conversation kept growing. The lyric continued, "We might pop up on him at will like Suzuki." It didn't take long for Alex Ohanian to respond. Instead of ignoring the attention, he addressed the comment on social media and made it clear he had no problem proudly supporting his family. His response quickly earned praise from many fans. Alex wrote, "The reason I stay winning is that I'm relentless about being the absolute best at whatever I do, including being the best groupie for my wife and daughter." That reply spread across the internet almost instantly. Many people applauded the way he embraced the joke instead of getting pulled into a bigger back and forth, and his response became a headline of its own. As for Sexyy Red, fans are still trying to figure out what may have caused the apparent change in their relationship. Not that long ago, the two seemed to be on good terms and were often seen supporting each other publicly. They first connected when Sexyy Red attended one of Drake's New York shows, and after that, they were spotted together several times, making their recent comments all the more surprising to fans following the story. Their friendship became a hot topic after one of Drake's New York shows. During the concert, he spotted Sexyy Red in the crowd, walked over to greet her, and joked, "Look, they got my baby mama here tonight." The playful moment quickly went viral, with fans sharing clips all over social media and wondering just how close the two really were. After the show, they were also seen hanging out backstage, where Drake continued joking around and showing her plenty of attention. He later shared photos and videos from the night on Instagram, writing, "Just met my rightful wife at Sexyy Red." In another post, he added, "If my girls see y'all backstage being thirsty, it's gonna get smoky." As expected, those captions immediately got people talking, with fans debating whether it was all just playful humor or something more. Drake also surprised Sexyy Red with an expensive Cartier watch covered in diamonds. She later showed off the gift on Instagram, alongside cash she said Drake had given her, writing, "Thank you, Drake. Ice me F out then. Big boss, I appreciate that, big dog." After that, the two continued appearing friendly in public, and even during Drake's highly publicized feud with Kendrick Lamar, Sexyy Red was still widely seen as one of the people supporting him. That's exactly why so many people were surprised when rumors started spreading that Sexyy Red was no longer completely on Drake's side. For months, she had been one of the few artists who publicly showed him support, even while he was dealing with criticism from multiple directions. Because of that, fans didn't expect to hear her name connected to claims that painted a very different picture. According to the rumors making the rounds online, Sexyy Red began telling people that there was much more happening behind the scenes than fans realized. The biggest claim was that Drake had never fully let go of his feelings about Rihanna, and that his actions were still being influenced by their past. It's important to note that these claims have not been publicly verified, but they quickly became part of the online discussion surrounding the two artists. Fans immediately started comparing those rumors with Drake's history of lyrics, interviews, and public moments involving Rihanna. To some people, it all seemed like one long timeline that suddenly made more sense. Others argued that the internet was connecting dots that didn't necessarily belong together. Either way, those different opinions set the stage for even more claims to surface about what was supposedly happening away from the cameras. One rumor that really caught people's attention claimed that there had been attempts to shape the online conversation surrounding Rihanna and A$AP Rocky. According to posts circulating on social media, certain blogs and gossip pages suddenly began sharing similar stories about the couple around the same time. Some fans believed that couldn't be a coincidence, while others said there was no solid evidence connecting those stories to anyone in particular. Supporters of the theory pointed to how quickly the same headlines seemed to appear across different platforms, arguing that the timing felt unusual. On the other hand, plenty of people dismissed the idea completely, saying celebrity rumors spread naturally all the time without anyone secretly coordinating them. Since none of these claims have been publicly confirmed, separating fact from speculation has been difficult. What made the discussion even more interesting was Rihanna's response, or rather, her lack of one. Instead of addressing every rumor that popped up online, she continued focusing on her businesses, her family, and her own projects. That approach has become part of her public image over the years. Rather than responding to every headline, she usually lets the speculation run its course while keeping her attention on what's happening in her own life, even as new claims continue to surface. While Rihanna stayed quiet, fans noticed that A$AP Rocky also avoided adding fuel to the rumors. Instead of responding to every headline or social media post, he kept his attention on his music, fashion projects, and family. That decision led many people to believe the couple simply wasn't interested in giving online speculation any more attention than it already had.
Meanwhile, internet detectives kept digging through old interviews, song lyrics, and archive posts, convinced they could uncover new clues. Every time an older clip resurfaced, people tried to fit it into the timeline, creating fresh theories about Drake, Rihanna, and A$AP Rocky. Some of those ideas spread quickly, while others were challenged just as fast by fans who felt the evidence didn't really support the claims. Then another detail started making the rounds online. Some fans pointed out that whenever Drake released music with lyrics they believe reference past relationships, discussions about Rihanna would suddenly return. Others argued that listeners were simply reading too much into general lyrics that could have been about anyone. Without any direct confirmation, the debate remained exactly that, a debate. Even so, the ongoing speculation kept people watching closely for the next interview, song, or social media post that might offer another piece of the puzzle. Based on the recent rumors and online discussions, it certainly doesn't seem like Drake and Sexyy Red are viewed as being as close as they once appeared. Whether that's actually the case or not remains unclear, but fans have definitely noticed a shift in the conversation. Since neither of them has publicly confirmed many of the claims making the rounds, a lot of the story is still based on speculation and opinion shared online. As expected, social media users have had plenty to say. One person wrote, "Drake will never find another Rihanna. I believe that's why he's still single. His standards are too high for the person that he is." Another commented, "Drake is acting like a sore loser." Of course, those are just the opinions of individual fans, but they show how divided people are whenever this topic comes up. Now it's your turn. What do you think about Sexyy Red's recent comments? Do you believe there's more to this story than the public knows? Or do you think the internet is connecting too many dots without enough proof? I'd really like to hear your take, so share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with someone who loves keeping up with celebrity news. Your support really helps the channel grow. And if you haven't already, check out the next video on your screen, because there's another story you won't want to miss.